Hey y'all, Nick DiStefano, 2009, 2011. Excited to be here sharing our leadership series with you for Misericordia University alumni. What's up, everybody? So I'm sure you probably have someone in your life, at work, at home, someone that you experience every time you go to the grocery store, who you probably would say sucks. Let's be honest. Let's just put it out there. We all have people that you just don't like. People do things that, are not enjoyable. They have negative attitudes. They act in ways that is inappropriate and offensive. And you're not going to get rid of that in the world. And that's not what today's message is about. Today's is about addressing negativity, right? We have to recognize that in the world we live in today, and really in the world as we've known it for the past 2019 plus years, there have always been people who make your life tough and difficult. We're not going to eliminate them. There are negative people out there. So the question is, how do we address it? Because tell me if you've never heard this. You got to work, it's 8:30, and your coworker looks at you and says, "Oh my God, today is awful, it's ruined." Like, how is it ruined? It's 8:30, dude. How could today be ruined already? Like, was the drive to work that awful that it's ruined? So what I want you to think about is stop letting that person steal your joy and stop letting them impact your life. But it's not as simple as just saying, like, thanks, Nick, like, I don't want it to impact my life, but how the heck do I do that? Well, I've got a simple, quick thing that you can do that you can think about the next time somebody tries to steal your joy, the next time someone is difficult and has a crappy attitude. And really, y'all, this is it, okay? I want you the next time someone has a bad attitude to just take a little time, okay? Again, I told you dad jokes and acronyms are my style, so time is something that I want you to think about for yourself. Is what is happening to you temporary? If you have to drive to work and you get stuck at every single red light, guess what? Every single red light is temporary. They're called red lights, and then what comes after it, my son would tell you, green light means go, right? So it's temporary. Don't let it steal your joy. Then next I want you to think about is, does it impact the future? Does what's happening impact the rest of your day? Does the negative attitude from your coworker challenge or change how people are going to treat you the rest of the day? Does it change the way someone calls you and talks to you? Do they know how your coworker is? Does it impact the future? Right? So is it temporary? Does it impact the future? Right? You're keeping up with me. It's T and I, right? And I want you to think about what more could go wrong? What's the worst thing that could actually happen here? Is this really that bad? I say to people all the time when they ask me, is the grass greener somewhere else? My question to you is, can you make the grass greener where it is? You can't make it greener if you can't decide what more could go wrong. The grass isn't going to die. It'll die if you let it. So ask yourself, what more could go wrong? And then the last thing I want you to think about is, am I being emotional? Now that sounds pretty silly. That sounds like something that if you're a guy, you should never ask your wife. But I'll also tell you, you need to ask yourself, because we let our emotions limit ourselves. Emotions are your ego getting in the way. Emotions are not always rational, and that's okay. You can have emotions, but own them. Own them and don't let them own you. So ask yourself, am I being emotional? So is it temporary? Does it impact the future? What more could go wrong? And am I being emotional? The next time something goes wrong, you get stuck in traffic, you have a bad coworker, you spilled a cup of coffee on your lap at 8 in the morning. Ask yourself, do I need to take a little time here? If you can do that, you can start embracing the suck, you can address negativity, and you'll not just handle the people that are around you. You won't just survive, you'll start thriving. That's what leadership looks like. That's what we need you to start doing.